Hello, everyone. This is Sister Crystal from Let's Talk Classic Hip Hop, and I'm here doing a follow-up video to this past Sunday's Billboard Music Awards. The Billboard Music Awards, for those who don't know, it celebrates artist achievement through sales, or record sales. And one thing I like about the Billboard Music Awards, more so than other award shows, is the fact that the premise is they celebrate the sales of the artist, and that's where the awards come from. So it's less room for bias, if you will, with the Billboard Music Awards, because it's based on sales. So not necessarily if you think the song is a great song or what have you. And so this past Sunday, Salt and Pepper, along with today's artist, they were on there to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their song Push It hitting the Billboard Hot 100 charts back in 1988. And so the first song that they did was called Shoop, and this is one of the first covers that they had. They had multiple covers for the single Shoop, and this is one. And then this picture, this is another picture with them outside for their song Shoop, released back in 1993. And this is Salt and Pepper's Very Necessary album. It's their fourth album. And actually, I want to backtrack. Okay, so Shoop was originally released on EnVogue's. The song was for EnVogue's Runaway Love album, or EP, 1993 EP. So actually, EnVogue had the song on their EP first, and then later on in the year, in 1993, when Salt and Pepper released their fourth album, they also included the song on their album too. And so, but originally the song was made for EnVogue for their EP. So that was a little bit there. And here's a close-up of the scene in the Shoop video. And is another shot. Now Shoop, it went to number 4 in 1993, number 4 on the Hot Billboard singles charts, and one of their biggest hits, also one of EnVogue's big hits too, even though they had other hits besides that. So I've decided to put some of the lyrics in part from Shoop, because I listened to it again, and one part I wanted to kind of highlight, like down here, says, "Not falling in love, but I'm falling for your super sperm." You know, all these years, I did not know that that's what it was saying right there. I wasn't really sure what it was saying. I'm like, no, they aren't. Well, anyway, I just put that in there. That was just me. I know I'm not the only person that didn't know, that it was saying that. But let me go back up here. So I'm going to go back up here so we know we're talking about the single Shoop. Okay, so another thing, too, that I have noticed. Okay, so when Salt and Pepper came out, they started out with their song Shoop. But one thing that I found was interesting was at the beginning. Now, Pep, she starts out with her verse. And she has oh my goodness, I'm flipping over my words. I am not going to re-record this. I'm going to let you guys know this is like my 5th take. And if I don't go through it, it's not going to get done. But anyway, okay. So there's this part in the song where Pepper, she says, "Girls, what's my weakness? Men." Well, on here, she said it multiple times. during the performance. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I hope it's okay. See if you guys can hear it. So let you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Okay. Okay, I caught that. I know probably a lot of other people caught that. Now, let me see. Let me fast forward now. Okay. So, there's been a recent controversy, if you will, with Pep and this young man, Andre Dean. And it's been alleged that she's, how can I say it, in a relationship with this young man who is estranged from his wife, who is also pregnant. And so on Peppa's Instagram, she had posted up, I guess it was a Man Crush Monday or something like that, and she had posted this up and showing that she was with him. And then it was allegedly a response from his wife, and really accusing Peppa of, being involved with a married man. Now, I'm saying allegedly. Now, as a fan, I really hope that everything comes out, the truth comes out, or what have you, because I'm hoping it's not as bad as it looks. I'll put it that way. But I said all that to say Peppa, in so many words, was saying, girls, what's my weakness? Men. So I don't know if that was a subliminal message to say, hey, she likes what she likes, and, let the chips fall where they may. I don't know. But either way, I'm hoping everything goes well for the young lady that's allegedly pregnant, and hopefully the truth will come out, or what have you, with Pep, because I'm hoping it's not as bad as it looks. And, just in all fairness, we're not sure what the guy may have told Peppa about his relationship with his wife, or estranged wife, or what have you. So I really want to give all parties the benefit of the doubt here. And one thing I want to give my own disclaimer for my channel: this is not a messy channel. I don't do gossip, and they call it tea. I guess gossip is tea nowadays. I don't do that type of stuff, but I will address the elephant in the room, if you will. And so I needed to kind of put this out there because that's what's hot right now. Peppa is also on, I think it's called Growing Up Hip Hop, with her beautiful daughter, Egypt. Look just like her and Tretch from Naughty by Nature. But she's on there, and I'm hearing through the grapevine that there might be another reality show or some type of show coming up later this year or next year with Salt and Pepper and EnVogue. And I'm hoping, I would really love to see something like that if it does happen, but I would like it with regards with EnVogue. I would really hope that Dawn and Maxine would be a part of it too. I really miss them. I know EnVogue is, they're a good group, but it's not the same without all four of them. Anyway, so I said all that to say I caught that. I thought it was kind of a message that Peppa, Salt and Peppa in particular, was putting out there about her having a weakness for men. So, a more power to her. They're human. So, it is what it is. But with that said, it gives a whole new meaning to the song I'll Take Your Man. Now, I'll Take Your Man is one of the Salt and Peppa's earlier songs from their album called, what was the name of the album? Hot, Cold, and Vicious. It was released in 1986. And this is some of the lyrics, just a part of the lyrics from that song. And really, you see what it says. I don't have to read it. I want to sing it, but go ahead, sing it to yourself. But really, let me see. The part that's striking me here with the so-called controversy that's going on right now with Pepa is the part on here where it says, let me say, so when you see us together chilling in the place, cold walking and sporting him in your face. Okay, so her making the Instagram post and then getting a response from the guy's estranged wife, and she accused Pepa, or her husband, she accused her husband of flaunting Pepa in her face while she's pregnant. And these lyrics, walking and sporting him in your face, it just has a whole new meaning. And then it goes on and it says, you can call me a crook, a robber, a thief, but I'll be your butcher if you got beef. Okay? They already told you back in 1986. However, I thought it was just a song. And I'm hoping it still is just a song. Okay? All of this is allegedly, okay? I'm not trying to get sued, even though I don't have no money to give anybody. But, okay. So there's some more lyrics. So it goes, roll your eyes, suck your teeth, keep huffing and puffing like a dog in heat. You can call me a crook, a robber, a thief. I'll be your butcher if you got beef. Okay, I already read that part. This is Pepa's part. You know what's up. I ain't no poo putt. 'Cause Pepa kick butts off young, dumb bucks like you. And the rest of your crew. If moms want static, I'll diss her too. So scram. You know who I am. Damn chick, don't play me punk. 'Cause I'll take your man. And oh my goodness. Then it goes on. I'll take your man whenever I feel like it's. This ain't, but I'm messing it up. But you see what it says. It says, this ain't a threat or a bet. It's a damn promise. From me to you, your sex life's through. If you get another lover, I'll take him too. Oh my God, please don't do that. Please. And then this is towards, okay, now this is Cheryl's part. Now Cheryl's not accused. That's Salt from Salt and Pepa. She's not accused of anything. But this was her part in the song. And go back and check these songs out. It's just really a great classic song. But it goes, where does it say? Yo, Cher, school this fool. I'll take your man, your fiance, your husband. You ain't Alice, this ain't Wonderland. And when I say I will, you know I can. Don't mess with me, 'cause I'll take your man. Now, the one part on here, I'll take your man, your fiance, your husband. Now, it's alleged, Pepa is alleged to have taken this young man away from his wife. And these are lyrics from 1986 from a song called I'll Take Your Man. And she's still here, alive and well. And these lyrics have just totally taken on a whole new meaning. But again, I'm hoping things aren't as bad as they seem, and the truth will come out, and, maybe she didn't know what was going on, and, people are human, they can't just turn their feelings off and all this kind of stuff. I get it, but as a fan, I'm just hoping, maybe she just didn't know and she's in it now. So, but anyway, I had to throw all that out there. Okay, so the next song that they did at the Billboard Music Awards 2018 was Let's Talk About Sex. Now, another thing that I really like about Salt and Pepa and a lot of the classic hip hop artists is they they always seem to take the time to give a social commentary or some type of message. So while they were performing, there were words was up in the, I don't know what you call it, the screen, says safe sex, which was cool. You know, a lot of the people in the audience were very young and everything. So giving a safe sex message. So I believe that was why they chose to do that song. And Let's Talk About Sex. Also, when did it peaked? It peaked at number 13 in 1992. And so this is the back of Let's Talk About Sex, the single. Okay. And this is from the video, little screenshot from the video. And then it went on in 1993. They turned it into a song called Let's Talk About AIDS. And they were encouraged to do it by from an anchor who's passed away now, named Peter Jennings. And his daughter was a big Salt and Pepper fan. And he listened to their song, and somehow he was able to get in contact with Salt and Pepper. And he asked them, is it possible that they can change some of the words from Let's Talk About Sex to Let's Talk About AIDS, to talk about the AIDS epidemic and get the word out about people being more responsible and protecting themselves with sex. And really, and you know, with that said, it's still important. It's still an important message to get out there. I know back then, back in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the main people that were dying from AIDS were white males. Well, I take that back. It was white males back in the early 80s to like mid 80s, and then it kind of slowed down. But now, you know, the biggest casualties from AIDS nowadays are young black women. So black women are the biggest ones that die of AIDS. And it's not being talked about as much. It's actually not being talked about hardly at all. And if you do hear anything about AIDS, you're hearing about it over in Africa and African nations. But it's still an issue. It's still something people need to make sure that they look out for. And, you know, there are places where you can go and get tested for HIV in about 20 minutes. You'll know your results. How do I know? Because I've done it. So, yeah, so check it out in a city near you. Even if it's not 20 minutes, I think at the least the results will come back within a week. You know, back then you used to have to wait like several weeks. So, you know. So, okay. So this was, it's those Hot, Cool, and Vicious. Push It came off of their first album, Hot, Cool, and Vicious, 1986. And if you notice, the young lady that's on here is not the young lady that we've come to know as Spinderella. This young lady's name is LaToya Hanson, and she was their first DJ. And she was with them long enough to finish up the album. I think it's another look back here. I think she left the group shortly after their album was released. And so they ended up scrambling. I shouldn't say scrambling, but Spinderella that we know today, she came later on. But what I want you to notice here, it's got Push It remix on here. Their first album did not include Push It. Actually, Tramp was the lead single and Push It was the B-side to Tramp. And Tramp, they were pushing Tramp, but the DJs liked the B-side, which was Push It. So someone was very intelligent, Herbie or somebody decided to go ahead and re-release the album to put Push It on there. And then from there, it helped Push It went to number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100, and the rest is history. But yeah, Push It originally was not on the album. Now, one interesting thing I've noticed is it said remix. Now, I've only heard one version. I mean, there are a lot of remixes after, but I've only heard of the one version, which is the video version of Push It. But actually, there is an original version of Push It that apparently a lot of us haven't heard. So I was always wondering why, when I look at the cover, it would say Push It Remix. I'm like, remix from what? Because I never heard anything other than that original. Anyway, but it worked out. And then here they are in their iconic Push It jackets and bodysuits in 1988. One of my favorite pictures of them. So, okay, so they Billboard Music Awards. So they ended their medley of, I think they did 4 songs with the What a Man single. This is a scene from the What a Man video. I need to move it on. How long have I been doing this? Anyway, okay, so this is the one that has the original members of EnVogue with Maxine, Dawn, Cindy, and Terry. And it was just magic. Another little scene right there. And that's a wider shot with all of them on here. I just absolutely loved them together. That was brilliant. And so, okay, so now we're at Salt and Pepper Performance 2018 Billboard Music Awards. And I really appreciate, I guess, Billboard or whoever was in charge bringing the hip-hop artists and kind of respecting what they've brought to the industry. And hopefully this will make room for more hip-hop artists to be recognized. You know, here's another shot with the dancers at the, I don't know, what song was they doing? I think they was doing Let's Talk About Sex on this one. And here they are with EnVogue, minus Dawn and Maxine. Now, I really hate to keep calling the girl, the new girl on the end. I do not know her name, but from what I hear, she's been with EnVogue on and off for the past 15 years. So she's been with them for a while. I just don't know her name. But it is just not the same without the 4-part harmony and the original members. But, you know, oh well. And then this is Kelly Clarkson. It was so cute how happy and excited she was to be on the stage with them. You know, and it's just a reminder that, you know, we look at stars and everything, but they're just people just like us. You know, they put their pants on one leg at a time, or maybe they don't. Maybe they just jump right in, but they're human just like we are. And it was so cute how happy and excited she was. And, you know, here's that. It was like, oh, it was just a nice ending to what started out to be kind of a somber moment. You know, she did really acknowledge the tragedy with the school children, with the mass shooting in Texas. And I think that's where she's from and that's where she lives. And the mass shooting that happened this past week. And, you know, it was really horrible. And, you know, but it ended on a good note. And it was nice to see her that at least she was happy. And I think she said at the end, like, oh, I'm living my best life. And I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. So that's it for right now. I do want to go ahead. I'm going to do more in depth on Salt and Pepper. And I'm thinking about maybe, you know, I'll see how I'm going to do it. But I'm just really excited because I'm hoping this will open the door for more honors on a larger scale of a lot of hip hop artists, just like any other genre. And I think it's up to us as fans to also help push that. And also, I'd like to see even a lot of the new artists go back and embrace some of the hip hop artists, not only just the Salt and Pepper, but, a Big Daddy Kane, and who else is still around? I'm having a brain. It's just, I guess the point I'm making is there are so many hip hop pioneers that are still around, and a lot of them are still under the age of 60, which isn't old by any means. They're still around. I'm quite sure they would love to, be featured on a track, or even just shout them out. Just say, hey, my influence, you're a rapper. These young rappers that's out today, I can't even think of their names. I don't know, I can't think. Anyway, the new ones that's out today, if they say, hey, I've been influenced by, a Salt and Pepper, or a Big Daddy Kane, or a Rakim, or a KRS-One, or, any of the ones from back in the day, and that will spark the mind of some young people, and maybe not so young, to go back and look these people up, because they're still here, They're still here. They're still around. Even Roxanne Shante, I'm excited with her. I'm relearning about her. But just so many hip hop pioneers that have paved the way, and they're still here. And hopefully this will just get the ball rolling. MC Light, Slick Rick. Like I said, just check out some of the classic hip hop artists. Us as fans, we can push that. And like I said, the new hip hop artists that's out today, they can do it too. Just show them some love, like we do in the other music genres. R&B and country, and they look back at their old. I wouldn't say older artists, but they're classic artists. So, the same can be done for hip hop. So, thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Let's talk classic hip hop with Sister Crystal, and I'll talk to you soon.